Well, all right, good afternoon to you. What we're looking at again is the possibility of light rainfall. In fact, we're going to be seeing that kind of sweeping across Ladysmith in just a moment here, but we're also seeing mild conditions today going into tomorrow as well. And then we probably get to the warm once we get into Saturday. There's a possibility of that. Even with increased cloud cover and breezy and gusty winds, we could see temperatures getting up to about 80 degrees. That being said, there's a look at the radar right now showing a little bit of light rainfall crossing the northern tier of our region right now. And then as we get into it, you're going to be seeing the gusts are still holding on. They're a little bit light today. They'll get up maybe up to 15 miles per hour, so that's a good thing. So that takes that out of fire danger for us, but we do have dry conditions that are working across the area. In fact, as this finishes out here, you're going to be seeing the current temperatures, and you can see right now they're upper 50s to at least the upper 60s to the low 70s in the picture right now. But the dew points, the dew points are showing still holding on to 30s and some 40s, so it's still pretty dry out there. Not a lot of rainfall that's going to be hitting the ground today. Dry conditions coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, extending all the way up into portions of St. Louis, getting into Omaha, Nebraska, and Iowa. A little bit closer to home, though. Right now, we still have a little light moisture in the upper atmosphere as well, in the middle portion of the atmosphere, so there's the possibility of those sprinkles coming through. So as we finish out, going into the afternoon, you're seeing that light rainfall moving right across the area. Now, that is happening currently. You're seeing drier conditions and, of course, clearing skies down to the south, but that's going to change as we get more clouds sneaking up from the south and from the north, collapsing pretty much on the central zone. So that means La Crosse is getting into the cloud cover right there as we go through the the afternoon. One more time, evening hours, and then holding on to at least that rainfall still sticking around all the way into about midnight to around at least say about 3 or 4 in the morning. You can see that kind of tapering down. That being said, your highs today, well, we're looking at those 60s and the 70s here, getting into the middle 70s, possibly upper 70s. We have the mild conditions and the clouds will be increasing. You'll also see as we go into Saturday, this is when we get the breezy winds coming up from the south, and they continue on to be pretty windy. In fact, that'll carry over into Sunday as well. But the rainfall is a 40% chance from Saturday night going into Sunday, but it seems to be kind of moving out of the area pretty quickly with these winds kind of wrapping around that area of low pressure. And of course, it'll be a little bit chilly as we go right into Sunday. So we're talking 80 degrees on Saturday and then at least 68 degrees or so on Sunday. As far as the rain amounts are concerned, they are very meager to start off with. But once you get into Sunday, in fact, overnight going into Sunday, that 40% chance, that's the rainfall we're looking at. So Saturday going into Sunday, that's a look at your rainfall up to about a ½ an inch or so. It was about 3/4 of an inch earlier this morning. That being said, we have a chance of the northern lights tonight as we finish out the overnight hours. In fact, we even have that going into tomorrow as well. So our highs again for tomorrow, looking at mostly 60s, widespread with some low 70s mixed in there. Then we get into your 8-day forecast, 74 today, 71 tomorrow, and then the possibility of 80-degree heat, breezy and gusty winds coming through the area. That means fire danger is back in play. That carries over into Sunday as well with temperatures. Look at that, 80 degrees to 67 degrees again, and then back to the mild to finish out next week.
All right, still looking pretty good. Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Feeling good
about
about
78 at the tail end.
Right, yeah. Hopefully we can get that down a little more. Thank you, Art.